Assalamu alaikum, welcome to another video. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, the dua that changed Islamic history. In this powerful episode of Adventure to Noor, we explore Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, the sacred mosque built at the site where the Prophet Muhammad made a heartfelt dua during the Battle of the Trench. It was here that faith overcame fear, and divine help turned the tide of war. Magnifying glass tilted left. Discover the historical significance, spiritual energy, and untold stories of this blessed place in Medina, Crescent Moon. Pushpin location, Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, Medina, Saudi Arabia. Kaaba keywords, Ghazwa Khandaq, dua of the Prophet, Islamic history, miracles of dua, sparkles. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, repeat button, share, speech balloon, comment bell, subscribe for more soulful journeys through Islamic heritage. Hook early. Start your video with a dramatic narration or visual of the battlefield with the dua being made. Shorts, teasers. Create a 30 to 60 seconds reel with subtitles highlighting the turning point in the battle. Crosspost. Share clips. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, also known as Masjid al-Fath, focused on its full history. This prompt is designed for platforms like YouTube or Instagram Reels, especially if you're doing educational Islamic content for your channel Adventure to Destiny. Have you ever heard of the mosque built at the very place where the Prophet Muhammad made one of the most powerful du'as during a fierce battle? Join us as we uncover the incredible history of Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, the Mosque of the Trench. Located on the northern edge of Medina, near the site of the legendary Battle of the Trench, Al-Masjid al-Khandaq is also known as Masjid al-Fath, the Mosque of Victory. It's part of a cluster of 7 historic mosques, often referred to collectively as the 7 mosques, Al-Masajid as-Saba. In the 5th year after Hijrah, the Quraysh and allied tribes laid siege to Medina. To defend the city, Prophet Muhammad and his companions dug a massive trench, an innovative defense strategy in spy. Al-Masjid al-Fath stands as a symbol of divine support and Muslim perseverance. The mosque marks the place where the Prophet led prayers and made dua for the Muslim Ummah. Today, it is visited by thousands of pilgrims who reflect on the strength of faith shown during the siege. Nearby are other mosques linked to companions like Ali ibn Abi Talib, Fatima az-Zahra, and Salman al-Farsi. Though not all original structures remain, the spiritual significance remains strong. The area is a reminder. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq is more than a historic site, it's a living memory of the Prophet's leadership, faith, and the turning point in Islamic history. Whenever you visit Medina, don't miss the chance to stand where history was made. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, Masjid al-Fath, ideal for a deeper dive video, 3 to 5 minutes or more, on your Adventure to Noor channel. I've added more historical context, visual guidance, and transitions to help bring it to life. Hidden within the sacred city of Medina, WH. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq, also called Masjid al-Fath, is not just a place of prayer, it's the site where a heartfelt dua led to a historic victory. Zoom-in map of Medina, highlighting the location of the mosque cluster, located near the foot of Mount Salah, just north of the Prophet's mosque. Al-Masjid al-Khandaq sits among a group of historic sites known as the 7 Mosques, a collection of small masjids, each tied to events and heroes of early Islam. Artistic recreation of the trench being outnumbered and outgunned, the Muslims turned to strategy. A trench, or khandaq, would be their defense. Close up on Salman al-Farsi. This idea came from Salman al-Farsi, a Persian companion whose experience in warfare helped protect the city. The Prophet and his companions personally joined the digging, enduring hunger and exhaustion. A dua that shook the skies, camera, visual, Prophet praying with companions in the mosque site. During the heat of the battle, the Prophet withdrew. O Allah, revealer of the book, swift in account, defeat the Confederates, shake them, and grant us victory. And then, the skies answered. A violent storm swept through the enemy camp, tents were overturned, fires extinguished, fear spread. The Confederate army retreated in chaos. The siege was broken, without a single sword lifted in open battle. This was a victory not of arms, but of faith. Footage of current mosque, people praying inside. The mosque was named Masjid al-Fath, the mosque. The 7 mosques of faith, camera, visual, flyover or walkthrough of the 7 mosques. Alongside Al-Masjid al-Fath are 6 other mosques: Masjid Salman al-Farsi, Masjid Abu Bakr, Masjid Umar, Masjid Ali, Masjid Fatima, and Masjid Saad. Though small in size, each marks a spot where the Sahaba stood firm in devotion and defense. Closing, 4:30 to 5 o'clock, a message for our time, musical note, background, soft nashed or ambient spiritual music. Today, Al-Masjid al-Khandaq is more than a historic place, it is a If you found this story inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Adventure to Destiny for more sacred journeys and hidden histories. Golden hour shot over Medina with slow zoom toward Mount Salah, amid the sacred sands of Medina, where revelation descended and battles of truth were fought. There stands a quiet, humble mosque, Al-Masjid al-Khandaq. A place where the Prophet raised his hands to the heavens, and the skies answered. Map showing Medina and trench line, slow fly. Animations showing Medina surrounded by enemy tribes. 5 years after the Hijra, the Muslim community was still fragile. The Quraysh, humiliated at Badr and frustrated by Uhud, were determined to crush the Muslims. With over 10,000 soldiers, they united under a coalition called Azab, the Confederates. Medina was surrounded, bust in silhouette, insert, close-up sketch animation of Prophet Muhammad with concerned companions. The Muslims were outnumbered more than 3 to 1. Fear gripped the city. But street artistic recreation of trench being dug, exhaustion, blisters, chants of Allahu Akbar. It was then that Salman al-Farsi suggested digging a trench, a tactic never before used in Arabian warfare. The Prophet didn't just command, he led by example. He dug side by side with his companions. They sang together, prayed together, and built their defense through sweat and hope. Hammer and pick include hadith clips. If not for Salman, we would not have known the trench. Campfires of Quraysh flickering in the distance, Muslim defenders cold, hungry. For nearly a month, Medina was locked down. Food was scarce. Morale was low. Spies infiltrated. Tension peaked. It was here, at the very spot where Masjid al-Fath now stands, that the Prophet sought strength from the only one who could change the tide. Dove voice, O Allah, revealer of the book, mover of